Good morning, good afternoon, students. It depends on the time you're taking this lesson. This is Miss Nzelegu Nemdi, your music teacher, CCA Music. Today, we shall be looking at a topic titled Accidentals. Accidentals. By the end of this lesson, students, you are expected to be able to define the word accidental. You are equally expected to be able to identify each accidental sign as well as state their functions. What is accidental? Ordinarily, accidental means something happening by chance, unintentionally, or unexpectedly. Accidental in music is different from the eventual happening of the word accidental. In music, accidental is a sign or signs showing a momentary or temporary departure from the key signature by raising or lowering a note. A momentary departure of a particular key of a given piece of music. For example, the illustration on the board explains the presence of an accidental in the key of C major. The key of C major has neither sharp nor flat. But with the illustration on the board, you can see a sharp sign attached to a note on the second line of the treble staff, G, letter G, for good. And that G has directly been raised with that accidental sign. Letters of C major scale. On the board, you can see letter C, D, E, F sharp, F, G sharp, A, B, and C, which gives us an octave of a scale, 8 notes, 8 letters. Below is the tonic cipher of these letters to be read do, re, mi, fa. Instead of so, you can see z, la, ti, do. That is where the G sharp is coming in. But ordinarily in the scale of C major, we have do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. Like I said earlier, that the key of C major has no sharp or flat. The presence of G sharp here is alien or strange to the key of C major. And so we can see an accidental sign departing from the normal C natural key by affecting the G sharp and giving us a kind of a minor effect. The zela, which if we were in the minor key, which is A minor, the relative minor of G major, we'll be having la, ti, do, re, mi, fa, zela. In the key of A minor, that G sharp will be suitable because it belongs there. But back to C major, which we are looking at as our example, it is alien to the key. Accidental signs. The following are accidental signs. 1. We have sharp with the sign there. Number 2, the flat with the sign. Natural with the sign. Double sharp with the sign. And double flat with the sign. Each of these signs have their functions. What are the functions? Let's look at the function of each of these signs. A sharp raises a note by one semitone in pitch. For example, you will be having G, letter G, which is a white key, moving up to G sharp, which is a black key, up to its right. From the dummy keyboard at the back of your manuscript or any of the textbooks available to you right there, you will see G, which is a white note, and then when you move up to the black note up above it to your right, you have G sharp. 2. The flat. The flat lowers a note by one semitone in pitch. For example, B moving backward to B flat. You have B back to the black note before the white key B becomes your B flat. In this case now, you would agree with me that accidental signs helps to move a key temporarily by either raising or lowering a note, as you can see with the functions of sharp and flat. Natural. The natural sign of accidental restores a note back to its original position. We already know in our keyboard setting that the letter C is the first white key before the two black keys in the order of arrangement. So by your C, if you move up to the black key above the C to the right, you have the C sharp. Then natural sign will help you to move back from that black key above letter C back to C natural. So in that case, you would have restored C sharp, the black key above white key, back to the white key. This is primarily the function of natural sign. It has the ability to restore a note from either a raised or a lowered position back to its original position. Double sharp. The double sharp raises a note by one tone or two semitones, but I will prefer you use two semitones, and then when we come to talking about tone and harmonic tone and others, we can concentrate on tone so that you don't get confused. The double sharp raises a note by two semitones in pitch. In this case, you move C to that black key above it, immediately above it, to the right. And then from it, you go a semitone further down to the white key after the black key. And so you would have made two movements of two semitones. And that movement will bring us to a letter called D. So when you be talking about C double sharp, automatically you are referring to D when you are playing on the organ or a particular instrument. So your C double sharp can also be referred to as D. However, in the case of writing, you have to make use of C double sharp. It's only when you are applying it in playing or singing that you reflect the D. Double flat. The double flat lowers a note by two semitones in pitch. Just like the double sharp has functioned, the double flat also will move us from D natural back. Remember, when you are lowering, you're moving to your left-hand side to the black keys. When you are raising, you're moving to the right-hand side to the black keys. So your D double flat will be the black note below your D, and then moving from that black note down further to C. So you'll be moving from D backward to D flat. When you come from D flat down a semitone below again, you'll be landing on C. That gives you your D double flat. Summary. From these illustrations above, it is evident that the accidental takes one away momentarily from the original key signature either by raising or lowering a note. And in other words, the function of the natural sign helping us to move back from the new key to original key. Assignment. What is an accidental? 2. Use the treble staff to complete the following assignment. Here you have C# on treble staff. Naturalize it. Restore it back to its original position with a natural sign. B. You have natural G on the second line of the treble staff. Raise it by 1 semitone. C. You have B, letter B, on the third line of the treble staff. Lower it by 1 semitone. Good day and thank you.